Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com here with you, bringing you another week of New Hampshire-based music. And what we've got for you this week, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to feature, this is an artist who is actually based in Boston, but has been doing a lot up here in the New Hampshire music scene. He's a rapper. His name is Millyz, and pretty successful guy, but he's been doing some shows up this way, and seems like everybody up here is well connected with him and aware of him. So recently, Christian Reklss, also known as DJ Reklss, and I had the chance to do a phone interview with Millyz and really enjoyed it. So tonight on the show, we're going to share with you that interview. I'm also going to share with you that conversation with Millyz kind of also kicked off a deeper conversation about hip-hop that I thought was pretty interesting. So we'll include that in tonight's show as well, plus a brand new entertainment report about the local scene. But we're going to kick it off this week first with a track from Millyz. This is his newest. This is called Trap Pacino. Very, very catchy. I like this a lot. So we're going to give this a listen. I think you'll enjoy all of this quite a bit. Here it is, Trap Pacino by Millyz.
Montana flow, I'm Trap Pacino. I played the city, half a busy in a bag of Fritos. Years later, graduated to a half a kilo. Clashing egos, had us warring with some savage people. Encore, I move like Pac in a pack casino. Just saw 6 figures off of features, got a bag in Reno. So raspy motion picture, Jada Tarantino. Ask Nino, he know. Benny took the piece and he dipped it in Fiji. Only white boy in my neighborhood, that shit wasn't easy. Macaroon to my apple juice, got your bitch acting treachy. Sometime I wonder about it while I listen to Stevie. Been distracted on my way to church, kept bumping into Satan. Local caught a gun charge, was facing immigration. I grew up knocking M, but this not an imitation. We speak the same language, just a different conversation. Salute to Rock, I give my salutations. His heart was different like a palpitation. I heard your son just graduated, my congratulations. See, Ruckus died, offered me up, he introduced us. I wish we spoke again for clarity, and honestly, I'm mad at me. But back then at the time, that's how it had to be. Now this shit sad to me. So I wipe away my tears and say a prayer for my angels. Frozen chandelier on my wrist because the game's a retail therapy, the jacket 2100. R.I.P. to Shorty Low, you know I've done it. These rappers diss me on their songs, but I'm never confronted. Egg me on, but I'd be wrong if I down them in public. They'll say you stupid if you crash out, and call you police when you don't slide. So when it's on, we at your neck like bow ties. Just cause someone's next to you don't mean they not on both sides. 5-hour flight to Medellin, I played this shit the whole ride. Flight that is. I mean, you talking about my life, that is. Shit, white, that is. Blanco Cuatro. Yeah. It's only right, that is.
It's Millyz. What's going on?
Millyz.
What's up, bro?
I was right about how you say his name.
Okay, so I've been the one mispronouncing. Wow, I've been over here promoting this mispronouncing the whole time. My bad.
Yes. Well, now you know. It's a teachable moment. Very good. So how are you? This is our first time talking, but you're going to be. Sounds like you got a big show coming up here in Manchester.
Yeah, for sure. November 7th, 603 Bar and Grill, man. I'm hearing it's only a few tickets left, so we're going to come to Manchester and we're going to rock out. We're going to go crazy. It's going to be a dope night, epic night, legendary night in the city.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cambridge, Massachusetts, 617.
Okay, very good, very good. Have you played up here in Manchester before?
Yeah, I've done a few shows. I've been rapping for a while, so I've done a few shows, but definitely never headlined a show. So, this is my first headliner in Manchester, I'd say.
Bro, when I say it's the buzz up here right now, it's the buzz up here right now. It's all I'm hearing about. Dude,
that's lit.
I'm super lit. Stoked, bro.
Yeah,
it's dope too because I remember doing a show in Manchester before, probably 5-6 years ago, and there was nobody in the building. It was me and a bunch of artists, and there was nobody in the building. And now to hear how well, the tickets are selling and everything, it's a 180 moment. So it's dope, man. I can't wait to get out there and rock out. It's kind of like the preview to my Boston show too. I got a sold out Boston show on December 10th, but this.
Nice.
Kind of like the warm up to that.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, I feel like, with the pandemic, people were cooped up for so long that it's really, there's kind of a new level of enthusiasm for the music scene now. People really want to get out and see some shows, and that's great. That's great that you've got a sold out show coming up too in Boston. That's amazing. Good for you.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
How did how did you and DJ Reklss over here get connected?
So I can grab that one for you, bro. I heard about him through Kalo, DJ Kalo, because I opened for him, and then I was like, "Yo, this sounds dope." And it's at 603, and it's at where I hold my residency. I was like, "Well, dude, I got to promote this because it's the biggest thing Manchester's seen in a very long time, since probably before COVID."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And the dude, you can rap. When I hear you, I'm like, dude, you don't just get signed to Jadakiss' label, bro. It's like you work for it. And dude, I've listened to a lot of your music recently too, because I heard about you recently, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna dig into it. Did some research, and I was listening to your music, bro. And I gotta say, your most recent album, dude, fire.
Blanco 4.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Yeah.
We actually, we just dropped the video. We just dropped the intro off that. So, yeah, that album's still going strong, man.
How did that come about, getting signed to Jadakiss' label? That's pretty remarkable. Jadakiss, obviously, a pretty big name. How did that come about? Did you meet him at a show, or how did you get signed?
Yeah, I was in New York. We had we had met each other a few times, and he kind of just tracked my progress, and eventually it just made sense that we should go into business together. People like seeing us together. The fans would react really well to the song we did and stuff. So it just kind of put his arm around me, and co-signed me in his game ever since I moved out to New York. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, that's huge. And as we continue to evolve out of the pandemic, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you now that you're signed with him, and you'll be doing more and more shows and whatnot. And I was looking up, I guess, so yeah, I see this track here that I found online. I don't know if there's a radio edit of it available, but this track, Hopeless, I'll check that out later though. If there's a edit for FM radio that I can play, I'll play it. But yeah, that's really cool. And who else is on the show this weekend? Either of you?
I'm not sure. I know it's a lot of openers. I believe local openers from New Hampshire, but
there is a few.
I'm not sure I know some of the names, but I'm not sure exactly how many. But I'm sure some dope artists. I'm excited to check them out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I will say, I think because I was at Joiner Fest, dude. Your set at Joiner Fest, bro, was awesome, bro. You brought up the mascot
crazy,
too, dude.
right?
I was like, yo, no way.
Yeah, that I like that show a lot, man. I like that show a lot for sure.
The whole team involved with that.
I was that day for sure.
Yeah, the whole team involved with that show was just awesome, dude. I was like wicked stoked. Then seeing the after movie and stuff, it was like, yo, that's gonna go down in history for sure.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that was for sure a dope experience.
So after this pair of shows, you're going to be playing up here in Manchester, and then you've got that sold out show in Boston. Are you? Do you have a lot more booked after that? Are you going on tour, or what's your short term trajectory?
Nah, I went on a quick East Coast run right after I dropped the album. Probably like a month or two ago. So like I did Philly, Baltimore. I'm gonna blank on cities, man.
Yeah,
it's a different city all the time.
But yeah, I did a little run, Philly, Baltimore, Connecticut, few spots. But right now I'm really just trying to lock in. After this Boston show, I'm gonna probably just and even after this Manchester show, I'm gonna just be in kind of studio mode. Yeah. I'm trying to get the next album done. I like to have the body of music that I'm gonna be working done before each year. Like before the ball drops, I like to know like kind of like what I'm going into the new year with musically. So I do a lot of work in like November and December. That's when I really like to record.
Yeah, and I think that's how a lot of artists do it, because that's a good time to kind of be inside and working on stuff. When we're getting into winter, and then be able to tour during the nice weather and whatnot. So that makes a lot of sense. Well, listen, that's really cool. I was excited when Reklss over here told me about the show that you've got coming up here, and it sounds like it's probably going to sell out, but there's still some tickets available?
Yes, sir. The ticket's in my bio at DJ Reklss on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's in your bio too, right?
If it's not, I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah,
sure.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I just posted it. So anyone that's listening, head over to my Instagram page. It's on there. It's going to be a great show. There's very few tickets left. I can't stress that enough. Get your tickets now. They're $40. It's going to be a great night, dude. It's going to be awesome. A lot of local openers too. So come support. There's all local people.
Yeah, very cool. That's awesome. All right. Well, hey, Millyz, it's nice to meet you, over the phone, and I appreciate you calling into the show. And
yeah, good to meet y'all too, for sure.
Yeah,
I will see you Sunday, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Millyz. All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, very good. I tried to search quickly to see if I could find a radio edit of that track, Hopeless, but I couldn't find one.
My bad.
No, that's okay. I mean, this all came about kind of last minute anyway.
Yeah, dude. I hit up his manager. I was like, yo, can we make this happen? He's like, yeah. I thought his manager was calling. I didn't think he was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
He hits me up at 4. Yeah, Millyz will be calling. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man. So my anxiety just went through the roof, bro. I was like, come on, man.
No, that's great. That's great.
Finally, a guest that hasn't bailed on me.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You have tried to book.
I've had so many people bail on me, man. It's like, what?
Well, that's all right. That's all right. As you move further and further in your career, it'll be a higher and higher priority for those you interact with to want to do more with you, and you'll find that people, the more successful you are, the more reliable people will want to be when dealing with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And like I said from the beginning, I just do this all for fun. I do it for my city, man. Like I want the scene up here to grow.
Yes.
I want the scene up here to be like it was before COVID. And it's going to take a little bit, but we'll get back to it. Mm-hmm. We got the people, the people out here are some of the best I've ever seen. Like Friday night, I did my show. When I say it was crazy to hear 300 something people to sing back to you.
Oh, yeah.
It was, my jaw dropped, bro. I was like, this is insane. What?
Yeah, that's excellent.
Also, not to mention the fact I went viral in that marshmallow mask.
Oh, yes.
I dressed up as the DJ Marshmallow Man, and all over people's Snapchats and Instagram, that's all I saw. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, they don't even know it was me.
Now, did you keep the mask on while you were DJing?
No, I couldn't see anything. So what I ended up doing was going downstairs, changing it, like putting the mask on and coming back up, and no one realized it was me till I said something or took it off to do something. And then everyone realized it was me.
Yeah.
So the whole gag was over at that point.
Mm.
But it was fun.
I admire your commitment. See, that's part of why I never, I like Halloween. I don't want to sound like a curmudgeon about it, but I've never really been into dressing up because I don't know. I don't want to commit to it. Like, it seems like the few times in my life as an adult anyway that I have dressed up for Halloween, I ended up, I remember I was in a band once where we played a Halloween show and we all dressed up and I was wearing a mask and I couldn't get through the show with the mask on. It was just a face mask. I don't even remember what the hell it was, like some generic monster or something. And I was just, and I'm on stage and I'm all sweaty and I'm like, oh, I got to get this mask off. So I just, I just didn't have the commitment to get through it. This is Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com here with you. And I hope you enjoyed our conversation with hip-hop artist Millyz. And when we recorded that with him, we were actually going out live on Facebook, and there were people in the Facebook chat room. And some of the interaction going on there actually is what set off the next conversation that we had. So our interview with Millyz was kind of a jumping off point for the continuing discussion after he hung up about hip-hop. And I think it was pretty interesting, and it was kind of a spontaneous thing, but I think it's worth sharing. So we're going to cue that up next, and here it is on this week's Local Outbreak.
I'm just curious. I'm reading these comments, and I have so many questions. What has everyone got against rap?
It's really just one guy.
Oh,
okay. This is Crazy Joe.
No. I'm talking about the chat, dude.
Oh. Why? Who else is complaining?
They're like, oh, there was a shooting last time. There was a rap group in town. Listen. Okay, there's a bad rep around a lot of like hip hop and rap, but you know what? Hip hop is what has made this country to a point. You know what I mean? You go out to New York, it's wicked popular out there because that was people's getaways. From in the Bronx, man, when they were doing the construction out there in what was it, 1990s around there? Was it 1990s or 1990s or 1980s? They were doing some construction out there. They tore up a lot of homes, and that was a lot of people's getaways.
Yeah,
I understand there is a bad rep, but you know what it is? You know what a lot of it is? It's where we live. You've got these people that want to be cool, and they want to do stupid stuff, and they want to try to act cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A lot of these rappers, they're really down to earth people.
Oh yeah,
I understand. There's a stigma around it, but if there was such a bad stigma, they wouldn't have named November hip hop like a hip hop heritage month.
Oh,
which they just recently did, like yesterday, I think it was.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
You know what I mean? It just it irks me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like Crazy Joe talks about. Well, actually, here Eric just posted in the chat room. Eric Pilter referring to Crazy Joe. He did 2 videos on how all rappers are criminals and horrible human beings. Yep. This started because Jay-Z is going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes.
Now, will I say there's a lot of rappers out there who I can't respect because of what they did while they were rappers.
Sure.
I understand maybe when you're still on the come up, trying to make a few dollars. I get that. I understand that it's not right.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you go into fight or flight mode. Okay. So it's that survival instinct they've had.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can understand that. I can understand people getting a bad rep from what happened to like Tupac and stuff like that, or what happened in Manchester a few months ago with that local tour, with that touring artist. I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But not every rapper is like that.
Oh, of course. Well, I always say too, people who don't understand or they condemn. Some people will, it's kind of a boomer thing, I guess. Some people will condemn hip hop as, being all like, they talk about it like it's all gangster rap and it's all this violent stuff. And it's like, that would be like saying that all rock music is satanic death metal. There's many different kinds of hip hop, just like there's many different kinds of rock music.
But you don't see them coming at metal like that.
Well, but there are people who do. There are people who have over, and you don't remember because I mean you're so young, but like when I was a kid, and they probably still happen in the South. It was a big thing, record burnings.
Yeah.
They would have these record burning parties outside where I remember when I was a kid seeing one. It was on MTV. There was an MTV news story about it. And
back when MTV was actually MTV.
Yeah, yeah. And this preacher, he's running this record burning ceremony. And one of the records he threw into the fire was REO Speedwagon. And it was so weird. And it was like REO Speedwagon. But the title of the album, it was kind of a play on words. It was High Infidelity. So it's like hi-fi, but high infidelity. So the preacher's like, we don't want infidelity, we want fidelity. And he throws the record into the fire. And it's like, but Kiss, my favorite band, Kiss, they had to deal with a lot of that, like, especially in the South, people claiming that it was an acronym for Knights in Satan's Service and things like that.
I will say it's all about where you live too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's all about where you live. You go out to New York, you won't hear a single thing about this.
Right.
Right. We wouldn't be talking about this. We'd be talking about how it's the culture. You get out into some spots in Boston, we'd be talking about where it's the culture. Lowell, Cambridge, Lawrence.
Yeah.
You'd be talking about how it's the culture down there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not rap that's bad. It's not rap that's not music. It's some of the artists and musicians in there, they're giving it a bad name. You know what I mean? It's a few bad apples make the bunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're always going to have,
for lack of better wording,
you're always going to have that. Yeah.
And there was a question in there too. Is rap really music? I mean, let me tell you,
Tom is not a fan.
Yeah, not many people are. I mean, you guys are. You guys are different people. I understand that. I get that. I respect that. Respect my opinion too. But no, is rap really music? Is it produced in a studio? Is it produced like rock would be? Country music, pop music? Yeah, it's music.
Of course.
It's produced the same way.
Actually, early rap was kind of, then there was rap rock in the 90s and into the 2000s.
That's back too.
But yeah, somewhat. But early rap, if you listen to early rap like Run DMC, there was a lot of guitars in it. Like Rock Box. I don't know.
And there still is.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, it's Eric from Cedar Rapids. I just wanted to chime in on the rap conversation here.
Please do.
I'm a huge fan of rap myself. I listed my favorite groups in the chat or artists. Groups. And, the whole, how do I want to say this? The whole gangsta mentality has been diminished. Like, even movie-wise, you have movies like Juice, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Deep Cover, that have been just royally diminished as being violent and overdone. And it's like, no, this is their life. This is what they live in these areas. And I feel that rap in general has become a victim of that as well, where people try to say, oh, it's glorifying violence and drugs. And no, it's not. It's a way to tell a story, keep it authentic, and have a beat to it. I mean, that's the early days of music. So rap is music, and anyone I have a huge issue when people just rally against a certain type of music.
Yeah.
Because it's wrong, because what you want with music is, does it make someone feel good?
Right.
Does it help someone's mindset?
Yeah, exactly. I've always, I don't judge anything when it comes to music. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, Eric. I'm at such a point with it where I'm very careful. You know how, like, not just about rap, but about any genre of music, if someone doesn't like something, a particular band or a rapper or whoever, they'll say, oh, that sucks. I don't see anything in them or whatever. I'm very careful not to do that. I always say, well, I don't like that. I don't like that band, or I don't like that rapper, or I don't like whatever it is. It doesn't suit my taste. But people get into this weird thing where people are very judgmental when it comes to music. Even people who tend not to be judgmental in other ways. When it comes to music, people are just very judgmental. And I'm sensitive to that too, because again, growing up a Kiss fan, there's a lot of music snobs out there who turn their noses up at Kiss because they can't get past the makeup and the costumes. And, and people are very judgmental in general, I think, about music, but especially when it comes to hip hop, people have their, these negative stereotypes about what it's all about. I
think, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Christian, you go ahead.
Okay, so what I was going to say is, I think, I sort of, when I was younger, kind of had the same mindset that people have now about rap recently. But, like, when you dig into it, you do your research, you read up on it, and you meet people, your view changes on it, you know what I mean? The stereotype changes, the stereotype goes away, that these are just people. And, yeah, there is songs out there that do talk about, doing the illegal stuff, bad stuff, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it, like Eric said, it's telling a story.
Yeah.
Most of the time. There's a few
part
out
of
there.
Their life.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what they have lived in most cases.
I have a question for you because, you're the history buff out here. Did you get what I was going towards when I said the Brooklyn thing?
If I had to guess on Brooklyn, I would say, Brooklyn is where Biggie came from. I mean, Brooklyn is one of the epicenters of rap. You have LL Cool J that came from Brooklyn. There's a lot. I think maybe I'm wrong. You'd have to correct me on this, Christian, but I think Def Jam kind of started in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they really did, honestly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, my whole thing is this, is growing up, I listened to rap, and I had white people and African Americans alike tell me, you can't listen to that because you're white.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's crazy. The stereotypes are crazy, man.
And, growing up as a 12, 13, 14-year-old boy, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, well, maybe it's wrong. Me, I didn't, because I grew up with my mom and a very headstrong aunt who basically said, forget them, do what you want.
What's crazy is, too, recently I've noticed, when, for example, to use him as an example, when we had Tony V on, you didn't see them trashing rap like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when we get to the nitty-gritty hardcore, rap, people who grew up in the hood, that's when people start trashing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's even getting to the point where we try to diminish rap and African-American stories that 2-3 years ago, a cable network had gotten the rights to air Roots, the original miniseries. And there were actual cries from parents that they needed to edit some of the content out of it or air it later.
Oh.
Yes, is it hard to watch? Oh, absolutely. You're not going to... I've never heard someone say, I want to binge watch Roots.
Right.
No.
It is a very difficult watch, even with it being over 40 years old, I think, 77. I'm horrible at math.
I am too.
But it's this idea that we have to diminish the story to make it acceptable.
Right.
And that is wrong. Entirely wrong.
Well,
there is no more poignant song, in my opinion, than Brenda's Got a Baby by Tupac.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
If you listen to that song and ignore the fact that it's done, ignore any preconceived biases, you're kind of shook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or his Wonder Why They Call You Can't Say It on FM radio, but that's another story that you're like, man, it's a difficult listen.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, people that don't understand it or don't get it or don't want to confront it or it makes them uncomfortable want to diminish it and bash it and have it removed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wrong. And we need to listen to these stories. We need to watch these stories because then we gain a greater understanding.
Mm-hmm. Well, also,
and
I was just going to say too, really good art should, and obviously music is art, it should challenge you,
Absolutely. It's mind-boggling to me. Like, I'm a big fan of the film Menace to Society, not because it's a gangsta film and, oh snap, look at that shooting. It's because it tells a tale of what these inner cities are really like. Mm-hmm. It's not sugar-coated. It isn't, oh, we got to tone this down. No, it's in your face. This is what it is. And I have seen people that have come over to my place to watch it, and they say, I can't watch this anymore. Please turn it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't you watch it anymore? And they're like, it's just uncomfortable to watch. It's uncomfortable for you to watch? It's what they live.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You see it in here. You see it in Manchester,
They say that about rap, too. It makes me uncomfortable. Why? Well, there's cursing. That's their culture. Well, it's violence. That's what they live. It's drug dealing. That's what they do. And whether you agree with it or not, that is their life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, some of these people just got to go back and watch 8 Mile again. That's that. Some of these people just got to go back and watch 8 Mile.
To bash any film, I was not a fan of 8 Mile.
I wasn't either, but it was the first movie I could think of, to be honest.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked
that movie, who was it? 50 Cent was in too.
I don't think that'll end up on Eric's classic film review anytime soon.
Come on, man. Just kidding.
No, 8 Mile is not. But I will say this. I believe in planning ahead. I do have what I think is an amazing slate for Black History Month in February.
Do The Outsiders. I'm requesting The Outsiders.
We are definitely going to cover a lot of the films I've mentioned in this conversation because I think it's very important for these films to be viewed and the music to be heard and the stories to not just be listened to but sunk in and resonated with people. Mm-hmm. Because then we gain an understanding. And while we may not agree with Antifa or Black Lives Matter, we can see the precipice of why it's here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a mature way to approach
see
it.
See what the issue is. I don't agree with a lot of the things Black Lives Matter has done, but I do understand the root issues at hand here. Mm-hmm. And I just think there's a better way we can discuss it and talk about it.
Well,
it's just multiple heads have to come together.
Right. Which is always a challenge. Well, Eric, I appreciate the call. We're actually
thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you because you helped me get the words out that I couldn't get out because I couldn't think of the words to
There you go. Yeah.
Well, Christian, I was listening to you, and I would never dog you or anything, but when you're passionate about something, it is very hard to get those words out.
Dude,
and I can tell you're passionate about it. You're passionate about your music. You're passionate about your art. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to say something, and hopefully it clicks. So I hope it did with some people, and maybe there's a pause in regards to bashing these forms of art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Music is art. Dude, like you said, feeling passionate about it. Music is what saved me, dude. Music is what has made me since I was 14. Mm-hmm. Since I sat behind a computer taking a class on music production to now DJing in front of 300, 400, 500 people, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
There's been times it has literally saved me.
Well,
art saves.
It does. You're tuned in to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton here with you. Our featured artist this week is Millyz, and here's a track that we discussed during our interview with him, the track that he did with Jadakiss, and this is called Hopeless. Millyz and Jadakiss next on Local Outbreak.
I don't lie, my music, I'm an open book. Time I do this with no hook. Just let it spill for real. Hey, look. Crushing up this X pill, think about my next thrill. Broke it down for 15, but he catching wreck still. I just cut my side joint, so now I got one less bill. Moving up to first class, I wonder how that jet feels. Disrespected by they last offer, probably curb the next deal. I'm from where they still pop them, even though it's press pills. A lot of rappers richer than me did with shit with less skill. So I know I could get on quicker if I kept it less real. Going through the motions, pour a triple shot of something. Used to bag up in my mama bathroom with the water running. Woodrow Wilson in the lobby, I would post up like I'm drumming. Homicide was at my door with subpoenas getting summoned. Me and Dada in that central, busting moves out with Stoneham. Off of exit 36, like the ounces in a brick. In the biddy got some blood, homies, and I f*** up Crips. Feds will put you in that blender, don't get caught up in the mix. Cause they'll have you in the tank next to junkies getting sick. Replace the bust down and put shackles on your wrist where them diamonds go. The jeweler won't give you half of what you spent in your pockets, but you coming up with lint. Don't make no sense. Say a prayer for me, I'm feeling hopeless. All I know, I'm fed up with this broke shit. My PTSD way too much to cope with. On probation, but I gotta make it. I used to think about my life like it didn't matter. Risk my freedom, roll the dice like it didn't matter. Blew my last on some ice like it didn't matter. Made the same mistake twice like it didn't matter. Yeah.
I put it in the air, blow it, I don't throw it. I'm from where if you really got it, you don't show it. Crack spoken word or either the dope poet. And even if you know, if they ask you, you don't know it. See me, I'm from the put in work era. I was sliding way before the syrup and perk era. All you gotta do is hit the switch and it work better. They say when you get right up on them, it hurt better. I ain't gotta up it, cause I don't never tuck it. So any funny moves in this bitch, I'm a bucket. Real ziggin' in the room, that's who I'ma fuck with. That's why I'm probably stuck with what I'm stuck with. All I know is shit is real, it be hard to focus. Ziggin' that know everything, always be the brokest. It's crazy how you could get rich off one dope flip. But say a prayer for me, I'm feeling hopeless. Damn.
Say a prayer for me, I'm feeling hopeless. All I know, I'm fed up with this broke shit. My PTSD way too much to cope with. On probation, but I gotta make it. I used to think about my life like it didn't matter. Risk my freedom, roll the dice like it didn't matter. Blew my last on some ice like it didn't matter. Made the same mistake twice like it didn't matter. Yeah.
DJ Reklss there. Would you like to do your entertainment report?
Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me pull up this thing, dude. Well, I got a ton of tour dates for y'all.
Well, take your time because I've got some music to play for you.
There's one sad thug from around the way.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yo, song's a banger, bro. Song's a banger.
COVID-19, drive-bys, celebrity gossip. Easy G's gotcha. Entertainment report style. That's why I'm easy.
Cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, set, go.
Wow, I am.
That's the dope theme song, but we still got to change it.
It's DJ Millyz. And I just want you to know, Christian, before you begin your entertainment report, as was often the case with Easy G's entertainment report, I sit here quivering with anticipation.
Dude, I got some crazy tour dates from some people, man.
And excitement. Oh, you do?
Yeah,
you got some tour dates for us.
Yeah, man. But before we get into that, I do have to start this out on a kind of sad note. The November 5th, it's tomorrow, November 5th, I think, yep. The November 5th show at Jewel Music Venue, I'll House You has been canceled due to some stuff going on and everything like that. So Chucky won't be coming, unfortunately. DJ Chucky.
Oh.
I know I've promoted that before. I think I've promoted here, right?
Yes, I remember you talking about that, yeah.
But to start the show off, I got some highly requested tour dates from Amanda McCarthy.
You have Amanda McCarthy tour dates?
Yeah, man. For the next...
this is the greatest thing.
For the next 4 days.
Yeah?
All right? You guys want to take a quick trip down to Nashville with me? November 5th, she'll be at the Nashville Crossroads in Nashville, Tennessee, and the Bridge Bar at the Renaissance Hotel in East Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow.
November 6th, she's going down to Florida to play at a lounge down there that says No Name Lounge, Panama City, Florida. So she'll be in Panama City.
Okay.
November 7th, she's going to be back down in Panama City playing at the No Name Lounge again.
Oh.
And then, yeah, man, I had some Katie Dobbins tour dates too. God, dude.
Yeah. And we'll need those and some April Cushman if you have those.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm wicked excited for the Amanda McCarthy shows, man. I really
of course,
am, really am.
yes. I mean, it's we're all very proud of her.
Katie Dobbins, November 4th, will be at the Songwriter Roundup. I have no idea. Oh, that's a live stream. She's doing live stream shows.
Yes.
And then at the Starlight Lounge Residency.
Uh-huh.
And then, that's all I got on her, apparently. That's all her team sent to me, unfortunately. Yeah. Who else were we looking at? April Cushman, right?
April Cushman
lady. Yeah.
April Cushman.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Okay. Yeah. So, I got some of those, too. I just got to dig them up in my notes here off the good old iPhone 12, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh boy, she's got a lot of tour dates, man.
If only you had a tablet.
Oh, I do. It's dead.
I got you.
I might give it to the Miracle on Elm Street.
I think you should.
I don't know, man.
I think you should offer to. And
do you think I should?
And then rescind the offer.
I don't know, man. Maybe I should go to Cricket.
Mm-hmm. Cricket Wireless, yes.
Yeah, man. No, just kidding. Don't go there. All right, got some April Cushman.
April Cushman.
Amanda Cushman. I mean, April Cushman tour dates.
Oh, my.
On November 13th, she'll be at the Pasta Loft in Milford, New Hampshire, featuring Liz Bills.
I like the Pasta Loft. I've never been there.
Never been there.
But I like the name.
Yeah, that's all I can find for tour dates for her.
Well, it's getting to be winter, and everyone's going into hibernation.
Like my boy Millyz said, man, everyone's going to start working on their albums.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Wow, very good. A question in the chat. Tom Blanchard says, what's happening in South Carolina on New Year's Eve? Do you have any information on that?
Oh, dude, I have no idea, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Their teams haven't got to me who's ever doing that. They should.
Sure, yeah.
They should send their dates to my Instagram, DJREKLSS, DJ Reklss, man.
Uh-huh.
I'll promote it.
Oh, well, very
good.
good.
For a fine price of $2,000.
Wow.
For a small loan of $2 million.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's capitalism. I like it.
Oh, yeah, man. It's the hustle out here, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't knock the hustle.
Entertainment reporter by day, hustler by night.
Wow. All right. Is that it for your entertainment report?
No, Matt. We're just getting started, man. I got a whole half hour to go. No, just kidding.
Oh my. Wow.
Angel City Music Venue, man. Unfortunately, the Decomp show has been canceled due to a loss. But tonight Johnny Friday is doing his first ever open mic there at the Angel City Music Hall. And if you guys haven't been down there, I suggest you check that place out. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Where is that?
Right below Spider-Bait Tattoo on Elm Street.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Beautiful place. Prophet Hill. I know Prophet Hill's Adam Bithian works there. Really good guy. I love Adam. I'm at 603
Prospect Hill.
Prospect Hill. I thought I said that right.
You said Prophet Hill.
Prospect, whatever, same thing.
Adam is great. Very, very talented. Adam. Does he still have the dreads?
Yes, sir. He still has those dreads. He wouldn't be Adam without the dreads.
How
dare you think he got rid of those things?
Well, some people, they change their hairstyles over time.
They might be a little bit shorter. You might have cut it.
Prospect Hill's been around a long time.
They're awesome. They just did a great show at I think was it Wally's in Hampton? They did a Halloween show.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. I'll be at 603 Bar and Grill tomorrow night for my residency there with Sean White. Wicked stoked on that. Also, I want to give a shout out to Gonzo and Varinet for coming out Sunday night. Put on a last second Halloween show. Was a banger. I loved it. Probably one of the best parties I've ever done. Yeah, I've ever thrown. And I have a party coming up in December. Can't give you an exact date yet. It's gonna go down. I'm doing a Christmas party. So stoked on that.
Very good. Very good. And you'll be there's a flyer there too. You're going to be helping us, of course, with the Miracle on Elm Street.
Of course.
I know you're very excited about that.
Oh, I'm really excited for this, man.
December 2nd.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know all the details yet, exactly what's going to be happening.
Hey, I got the whole day off, so
yeah. But I know. Yeah, I'll be
down here.
I'll be doing. I'll be part of doing this show, of course, from Bonfire for that, and very exciting.
I'm gonna get their bacon while we're there.
Do they still do the bacon?
They still do the bacon.
Oh, wow. You had me at bacon. Well, everyone loves bacon.
Yeah, man.
All right. Is that the end of your entertainment report?
That is the end of my entertainment report for this Thursday, November 4th.
Very good. Very good. That was stellar.
He was once a thug from around the way.
Oh, hold up.
Oh, no.
I forgot to do one important thing.
Oh, my goodness.
I forgot to dedicate my report.
Oh, yes.
Matt, I want to dedicate this report to Jenny because she was mad at me last Sunday.
Oh, very good. Very good.
There you go.
Well, that's
yeah.
nice. Well, that
actually, I want to dedicate it to Michael Jackson.
Him too. Yeah.
Him too, man.
Was he also mad at you?
And Billy Joel and Billie Jean and yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All these people so upset, and one of them is dead.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
COVID-19, drive-bys, celebrity gossip, Easy G's gotcha. Entertainment report style. That's why I'm easy.
'Cause ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, set, go.
Well, another stellar entertainment report.
So I do stellar entertainment report tonight.
Yes. Oh, I know. Quality is key. Very good. All right. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this week's local outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPMNation.com. Matt Connerton here, thanking you again for tuning into the show and continuing to support New Hampshire-based music. We have so much incredible talent here in the Granite State. Really every genre imaginable that operates here and records and performs music, and it's so great to see, and the scene has really come alive lately after that 2020 that we went through. 2021's been a lot better, and we'll continue to to grow and evolve. And thank you, as always. If you want to get access to the full archive of the show, you can go to ipmnation.com/local outbreak. It's been 12 years as of next month of Local Outbreak, and the whole archive is there, ipmnation.com/local outbreak, as well as all the social media links, the contact info, our email if you want to submit something directly, an MP3 or maybe an interview request or a suggestion or whatever it may be. Do that directly, submissions@ipmnation.com, or contact us through one of the social media accounts. You can do that too. And as always, thank you so much to 100.1 The Planet for continuing to support local music and this show. And like I always say, whether you're an active participant or a passive observer or anywhere in between, thank you so much for continuing to support this program and local New Hampshire-based music. And we're going to close out this week with one more track from our featured artist, Millyz. This is Millyz featuring Fat Flea, and the track is called Drive Through, to close out this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Phone dinging in the booth. Yeah. Yes, dance like a Jabberwocky. Yeah.
I'm in my own lane, I ain't stopping till I hit the top. Call lil' bro the main is me, he just called, said he copped a new mod. Gotta stay low when I slide through, cause the block is too high. Take flights the way the weather good, just to hop in the jar. Gotta stay low whenever I slide through. The youngins on go, whenever they find you. Came up selling coke, get served like a drive-thru. That 4 ain't talking no fast food.
Look, lot of product, got a bag and move. Posted with it like I'm Valentino. Masterminded out of Massachusetts. All this mastermind drip want me going stupid. BB dancing like a Jabberwocky. Jamaican shooters like the shower pot. Bag of thotty in a ratchet party. A Mary Denim on me sagging proud. European, the drip out of Tokyo. Popping out anywhere, oppas a no-show. That piece of gas got me smoking Sunoco. Swiping them gifties and splurging in Soho. Too much adrenaline, might pop a sedative. My youngin' spinning again, he's so repetitive. We don't do internet, we sending messages up close and personal, taking off necklaces. We screaming gang, all that I ever knew. You thought sped life, but I got homies that's red and blue. And you said you bang. I think you really should tell the truth. You from a dangerous hood, but you never contribute. So what the fuck that make you?
I'm in my own lane, I ain't stopping till I hit the top. Call lil' bro the main is me, he just called, said he copped a new mod. Gotta stay low when I slide through, cause the block is too high. Take flights the way the weather good just to hop in the jar. Yeah. Gotta stay low, 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 low whenever I slide through. My youngins on go, 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 go whenever they find you. Came up selling coke, 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 coke. Get served like a drive-thru. Yeah, we been had that 4-4-4-4. Ain't talking no fast food.
Send out the drizzy, they pull up and splash you. I never add you, only get at you. Rapping, but I still might go bust a trap move. Quit sipping drink, got me slumped in the bad mood. Bullet the size of a can and some cat food. Open your cranium up and detach you. Ride with a throwaway, open the stash. No time to get back to this back, cause I'm past due. Hands on the work, I'm the biggest step. Two women with me like salt and pepper. I scrape the plate to get all the extras. I scrape the plate to get all the extras. You and your feelings, don't let them fast. I'm having meetings with big investors. Jump out the rover and whip the Tesla. Straight at the pack, we be rolling pressure. We screaming gang, 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 gang. All that I ever, ever, ever knew. We throw up spare life. But I got homies that's red and blue. And you said you bang, 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 bang. I think you really should tell the truth. You from a dangerous hood, but you never contribute. So what the fuck can make you?
I'm in my own lane, I ain't stopping till I hit the top. Call lil' bro the main is me, he just called, said he copped a new mile. Gotta stay low when I slide through, cause the block is too high. Take flights the way the weather good just to hop in the jar. Yeah. Gotta stay low, 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 low whenever I slide through. My youngins on go, 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 go whenever they find you. Came up selling coke, 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 coke. Get served like a drive-thru. Yeah, we been had that 4-4-4-4. Ain't talking no fast food.